outside of all of this, the mechanical stuff, really is the emotional. And I'll share a story with you just before I wrap up. I had the opportunity to meet somebody that I had looked up to, and I don't look up to anybody now because I don't put anybody on pedestals. I see the greatness that lies within them and find it, where does it lie within me, right? And anyway, I did look up to him for a while, and I don't now, and I met him very recently on the set of Rise Up. I had the opportunity to meet Tony Robbins. You know, I had interviewed him, and I'd read a bunch of his books. I just think he's incredible. He's like level 10. He's playing at the highest level. And so I was standing there on set in the room, and we only had like literally 15 minutes for Tony to come in. And so Tony came into the room, and he had to get on stage after this. He came into the room, and he was like this. And you just imagine, like, I'm waiting to like meet Tony. I'm like, this is going to be incredible. He walks in like this, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to sit in the chair, you know, blah, blah, blah. He sat down, and they're doing his makeup. And then when he went to sit down, he goes, fuck, like that. And I was standing there like, what? 10 foot tall Tony Robbins, he's not that tall, but 7 foot tall, whatever, Tony Robbins, this big guy, like big strong man Tony Robbins, like what's his deal? And I sit there and he said, they're like, are you all right? And he said, I just came out of a shoulder surgery. He said, they put me on some stuff. He said, I just came out of shoulder surgery. And they're like, you got to go on stage in like 15 minutes. And he's like, yeah. And he just looked like he was sweating. He was like pale white. And I saw him, you know, and then like they were ready to shoot, and he's going like this, just getting himself in a state. And then as soon as they said action, boom, you gotta follow your passion, blah, blah, blah. You know, he does all that stuff, right? The big man Tony, right? And I was like, holy crap, this guy. So I saw him getting himself into state in that very moment. I was like, man, this is incredible. This is like Superman shit. And then like as soon as they finish, he gets out of the chair and he's fucking about his shoulder and all this stuff again. And anyway, so get a photo with him, having chat to him. Hey, you know, interview you on the podcast. Thanks, man. Blah, blah. I had like a brief, like 30-second chat. And he's like, yeah, let's get a picture. I had my arm around him, and his whole back was sweating, and he was shaking like this. And I looked at him and I was like, wow, this guy is like, he's melting right now. And anyway, they gave us some VIP tags, and he left out the back room with his bodyguards. And I went down to sit at the front row with the VIP tags to watch Tony. Tony comes out, and he was like this, and he kind of like sits on the chair, and he got up sometimes, and he kind of like just like this, like he looked like he's like 80 years old. I was like, wow, and he still delivered. He delivered for 4 hours. He was supposed to deliver for 4 hours. He went 5.5 hours. This whole room. And he said, you know what? He said, right now I'm in pain. So I'm in complete pain. I have this. He said that the meds have worn off, and I'm feeling this so much. I feel like my shoulder's on fire. And he said, I'm trying to not let it distract me. He said, but this is the difference. He said, I didn't really want to come here, but he said, I have a responsibility. It's my duty, my obligation to be here for you, because it's not about me, it's about you. And he said, right now I'm in pain, but I get to choose whether I suffer or not. He said, sometimes you have to burn the boats to get out to the island. That's it. There's no other way back. And it was so incredible. Like I'm so blessed to be in that beforehand, seeing him in the room the way he was, and then after, to actually see like, wow, when in the future, I'm feeling like I don't really want to get up and speak on stage, I'm going to remember that Tony did that. Somebody I thought was like incredible, and he is. He did that. He went through that stuff. And so for me, it's like, whenever I feel sick or tired or whatever, it's like I have to show up because it's my purpose. I'm here to do this. It's not even a job anymore. It's my purpose. It's what I'm put on earth to do. We're all put on earth to do something. Find that something. Focus on these things. Focus on everything that Preston, Alexi, and Peter share, because all the clues are out there. You just have to start opening your eyes and opening your mind to the idea that you can fulfill that vision. If you want to live a limitless life or edgeless life, you need to have an undying vision for your future. Thank you. Thank you.